Once a person gets a criminal charge or a criminal record, it can have an indelible impact on their lives.
The box is hindering a lot of people from working.
We're asking that you take this question off the application, look at us for our education, our experience, and our skills. And if you're ready to offer us a job, run our criminal background check, but also allow us to speak to that criminal history that you may see on our record.
It's time for society to be a little more forgiving and give them a chance to become productive citizens again.
She's 8, her name's Angel. She goes to a Christian Academy school and she does good with her grades and stuff. She's a really good girl.
The front work is gonna be tough, right? So we're gonna do Fayetteville. Brian Wiley is a great friend of mine. He's a father, and he's also all of us a non-member. He's a very, very funny. He's funny, has a sense of humor. I really like the voice that he brings into the table.
Glad to be here. We had a great trip in Arkansas. I learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to more trips, learning more.
September of 2012, me and Brian was at the same institution together. And as we walked the yard, Brian was just telling me how much he's looking forward to when he gets home. And he was looking forward to just being able to come home, get a job, and be a father to his children.
From age 12 to 28, when I got out of prison, I was in and out of prison. But when I was released to Durham in 2006, I was 19, so I was old enough, and I was a grown man, so I had took like job training classes in prison, wrote up a resume. Of course, standard stuff like your name, address, but they asked a question that says, have you ever been convicted of a felon? You answer yes or no. Every morning I woke up, I tried at least 5 places, and this probably was a good 6-month period.
57% of North Carolina employers said that they are unwilling to hire someone with a criminal background check. Yet alone, we have a serious epidemic with incarceration and criminalization here in the nation, as well as North Carolina.
And even if someone's found not guilty, or if the state dismisses a charge because the evidence is not there, the fact someone got arrested or cited to court becomes a public record. And many employers look up public records, they find out if they have ever had a charge, and for the fact of a simple charge, much less a conviction, it can slam doors of opportunity.
When you look at my criminal background and see that I'm not the sum of my worst mistakes, or once you hear me speak, or once you give me the time to address what was happening in my community at the time, I feel like I'm better understood. But if you was to just see my face beside a rap sheet, I believe I'm looked at as a monster.
Individuals who have already paid their debt to society, who are qualified for jobs, should be extended the opportunity to have those jobs and not be prejudged by their past. If you're going to remain on the straight and narrow, you need to have an access to job, and if somebody is willing to work, has the qualifications to do the job, they should be given an opportunity to compete, and again, not be summarily, dismissed from the process because they've checked a box.
People with criminal backgrounds are working extra hard. And it feels like we're working from behind because we have so much catching up to do to make sure that we provide for our families. So all the way around the board, employers are telling us once they banned the box, it was a great decision for them.
One mistake, one offense should not make their lives miserable. And I think we have a very understanding, forgiving society We're talking about people that don't pose a safety issue. We're talking about people that may have had a substance abuse problem. They may have a drug conviction. Well, it's time to help them, help themselves.
You have an 85% chance of going back to prison if you are not employed within 2 years from being freed from an institution. And that we're counting down on Brian now.
I clean.
You're trying to do the right thing. If you're not going out here, you made up your mind that you're not going back to prison or you're not going to prison, period, and you're not out here selling drugs or anything like that, then, and you got a family to take care of, like I got a disabled mother, I got an 8-year-old daughter, and if I can't provide for them, at least help them, then it makes you feel less of a man, less of a human being.
It's gonna be all right. I know Brian. I know Brian personally. I know how good Brian is. I know how well of a person he is. I know how well of a father he is. I know how well of a mentor he is to me. So it's just wrong. And we're never going to be able to get out of where we're at here in America, here in North Carolina, unless we ban the box, be able to put people like Brian, fathers like Brian, to work.